Let's talk Ford Maverick, delays, as well as some good news in regards to repairs that will help avoid delays. Let's talk about the F-150, delays there, and hoping that we'll see some improvement because there has been a buildup of 40,000 trucks. So we'll talk about that. We'll also talk about some great news about the Ford Ranger, some great news about the Ford Maverick, and of course we'll talk about Bronco news. So you're gonna want to watch then, not miss out on any of this. And if you do like the news that we cover here, if you just want to help feed a poodle, do hit that like button, and if you haven't already done so, do subscribe. So let's put the pedal to the metal and get started. Okay, so jumping right in. Ford Maverick. Some people, and actually a friend of mine, lost his Ford Maverick for a short period of time. And what's going on here? Okay, so you've got the power wire and it needs to be replaced. So this is causing some Ford Maverick hybrids to not start. So this only affects the 2.5 liter traditional hybrid, what's also called an FHEV. So that's your non-plug-in hybrid. So this isn't touching the EcoBoost, and these are for Mavericks that were built before the 13th of May, 2022. So if you have a Maverick built before the 13th of May, 2022, and it won't start, it won't crank, it won't turn over, as we say, so you can't drive it, well, good, almost certainly due to wire assembly. So you got that high power cabling, it'll need to be replaced. Torque restrictor bolt, you'll have the interior side trim clip, and the right floor storage bin clips. So you'll have to go to your dealer. Now, thankfully, my friend didn't wait too long for the part to come in. Now he just needs for the job to be done. So thankfully, Ford found this very, very quickly. And in the news recently on the Ford Maverick, it's come back up again. It was on my news feed talking about the Ford Maverick airbags. Let's just recall, this is an issue with overinflation by a few millimeters. So really small amount of overinflation, not even a full centimeter. And I don't really know if this is gonna actually hold back any Mavericks, because this could actually affect about almost 65,000 Ford Mavericks. But I'm doubting this is gonna have them held back because, well, we've known about this for well over a month now, about a month and a half. So let's hope we don't see any delays, but so far, so good. Now on to more exciting news. Ford trademarked Maverick Lightning as well as Ranger Lightning. Now I'd say, and so would Motor Trend, I think we're both in agreement here, that we're gonna see the Ranger Lightning first, because of course there was that head over at Volkswagen saying that, you know, they weren't quite getting enough autonomy out of a plug-in Ranger as they would like. Now, he didn't say Ranger, but obviously it's the model that Ford and Volkswagen are working on together, called the Amarok. So talking about its autonomy, saying that, you know, they're going to get all the autonomy that they need out of an all-electric version. And of course, Ford has talked about another electric truck, and they've also said that, well, there won't be an electric Super Duty anytime soon. And that's of course because of autonomy and range. The more range you want, the heavier the vehicle has to be. So at a certain point, when you also need that vehicle to be towing a lot of weight, we're just not getting what we need out of, you know, on paper, it just doesn't work. These, you know, 250s to 650s are vehicles that need to be able to tow very heavy for very long ranges. So it just doesn't work out. However, I did mention Maverick Lightning. Definitely the Ranger Lightning first. Maverick Lightning I can see as a project more towards 2030 as we approach 2030, but we could see a Ranger Lightning as early as 2025 or 2026 with the new Blue Oval City plant in Staten, Tennessee. I'd say the chances are first year you'd think they'd want to ramp up and really get everything down perfect for building the F-150 Lightning over there, but you never know. We could see it as early as 2025, but I'd say there's more chances of a Ranger Lightning coming along in 26 or 27. However, great Ranger news. It was mentioned at the dealer meeting. Tim Bartz mentioned this last Tuesday. So if you don't already know about Tim Bartz, that's Long MacArthur Ford. You can find that on YouTube. Fantastic channel, great dealership to buy at. And he mentioned that at the dealer meeting, they were talking about, it looks pretty certain that we'll have a 2.7 liter EcoBoost out of the Ranger. Now do keep in mind the Raptor Ranger, this isn't just for the Raptor Ranger. The Raptor Ranger is going to be a 3 liter twin turbo. So having a 2.7 liter would mean having a Ranger and likely having that engine available on all trims, or at least a portion of the trims. Now, maybe it'll just be available for the Wild Track, but I am hoping that any Ranger will have access to that engine block. So that's really exciting news for really anyone that was saying they really wanted a Bronco truck. Well, the Ranger, as well as, of course, as the Ranger Raptor, they're the new model for 2024 coming out, or, coming out. We can probably order it and start getting deliveries next summer. So summer 2023, we'll have the 2024 Ranger. This thing is way more squared off. It's a good mix between a current F150 and a Maverick. And as such, there is your Bronco truck, or as close as we're gonna get to it, because we're not gonna get a Bronco truck. That is not in the plans. Now, talking about things that just aren't in the plans. I know I mentioned it a few weeks ago, actually a few months ago, because there were spy photos of a Bronco with a black painted top. And I was really hoping, I've mentioned it a couple times, that maybe, we're finally gonna see the black painted top. We're not. And unfortunately, we're also not gonna be seeing on the Bronco any body colored tops. So just painted tops other than on the Heritage Edition. So far, the official word from Ford is it's out for 2023. So I'm a little disappointed. I was really hoping that the Wabasso factory would really ramp up. I know they are bringing more tops there for the Bronco, but it looks like it just won't be for 2023. So we're gonna have to wait. So for all of you who, like myself, originally when we first saw the Bronco get unveiled, what was this, back in June 2020, let's actually go over some of those dates. So it's been a while, so I need a little memory aid here. So day one was July 13th, 2020. A lot of us really were into that white painted top. Couldn't get it. They announced for the 21 model year, late availability. That was in January 21. So we thought, worst case scenario, early fall, we'll get those painted tops. Then it was announced on March 25th, 2021, also that dual tops were getting pushed back. And well, we're now finding out that, back in June 25th, 21, we thought we'd get the painted tops this year. But still no, so nothing for 2023. That's a little disappointing. Now on more Bronco news. If you currently own a Bronco, if you're gonna be getting a Bronco, great news, you're gonna actually have this with your Bronco already set up. There is currently an update going on for the Bronco. So I got this update. It says, big things are coming. Alexa built-in, the road-going version of Amazon's ever-helpful assistant, is coming to your vehicle soon. This update helps prepare your vehicle for Alexa built-in and other future improvements. Stay tuned because another download will arrive soon to complete the process. Because of its complexity, they go on to say, basically because of its complexity, it's going to take 2 downloads. It's too heavy to do all in one shot. This is also a reminder, okay? Great reminder, you really should have Ford Pass. As soon as you get your vehicle, or if you already have your vehicle, download on your phone the app Ford Pass, create an account, fill it out, add your VIN or serial number, your VIN, to Ford Pass, and you can get over-the-air updates. You don't have to go waste hours at a dealership. Yes, the coffee is usually free, but this is just so much easier. It can be done overnight. I'm looking forward to share exactly what this road-going Alexa is gonna do. I'm wondering if this is finally when Alexa with Amazon is gonna be suggesting that I stop at certain restaurants or coffee spots or attractions, but I look forward to seeing what it is and keeping you all updated. Now, speaking of being updated, a couple of weeks ago, we found out that there was 40,000 trucks just sitting with missing parts. And very recently, We also found out that part of that is because the supplier for Ford emblems on F-150s, they had a bit of an issue and they had to stop production, and well, Ford did not get the emblems they needed. So you wouldn't think this is the biggest issue to resolve. So if some of those 40,000 trucks that are stalled just require logos, well, let's hope they get them out real soon and we can get more cars and more power into our yards real soon. And on the topic of updates, Mach E and really anything with Sync 4 at Ford. First, they're going to start off with the Mach E, but this is big news. YouTube in your car, you're going to have video apps available. What it looks like, because Ryan McManus did share that there's this update talking about video apps in your vehicle. So this is actually really cool. I don't know what to say other than the fact that this obviously will not function while you're driving your vehicle, even if you have Blue Cruise, because of laws. I don't see anywhere, and maybe you're in an area where this wouldn't cause any legal issues, so please do share. But I would think that most areas ban any video, moving video playing on your screen other than, navigation. But these are going to be real video apps. So that's really cool and exciting news. Now for the final bit of news that we're going to share today, there's been a lot of talk about MSRP and things selling over MSRP. Well, turns out, let's just quickly talk about that. Yes, the Maverick, on average, according to some studies, is selling for $4,614 over MSRP. But that is not the worst offender. If you look at the Jeep Wrangler, $8,433, Porsche Macan, $14,221. That's a lot of money. Of course, the vehicle is quite expensive, but that's still a markup of 23.1%. The Genesis GV70, you're looking at $10,278. The Lexus RX 450h, must be the hybrid, $10,847. The Ford Bronco, $8,697. Cadillac CTS, $8,335. And here is one of the worst ones on the list, Porsche Cayenne, $16,750. And the Chevrolet Corvette, surprisingly, only $14,697, because I've often seen those for about $50,000 over MSRP. So just a reminder, let's close up the video with a friendly reminder, kind of like a BS Busters. When you go into the dealership, some dealerships are incredible and they're going to treat you right, but don't take it as a given. Go prepared with a bit of BS Buster, and do realize that you do need to have them sign on the price, either the current price or at least on the future price, that you will get internet pricing, internet rebates, and whatever percentage that the manufacturer is offering. Because you don't want the manufacturer, for example, when your vehicle comes in, maybe they're going to be offering 2.99% or 1.99%, but you don't want to be stuck being forced to go with a bank at 8% or 9%. So you need to get this down in writing. So thank you so much for watching. We've been taking care of the new pup, so we'll be back with more videos. Thank you so much. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Share this content with people that need to hear the information for their Ford vehicle. And again, I wish you all more cars and more power. And if it's your thing, I do hope you get to put the pedal to the metal. Take care and have a great week.